Hello and welcome. I'm Maria Ressa. This is your 6 p.m. wrap.
The Philippines Commission on Elections disqualifies presidential candidate Grace Poe from running in the 2016 elections. COMELEC's 2nd Division cancels her candidacy because of residency issues. Petitioner Estrella Elamparo says Poe misrepresented her claim that she's a natural-born Filipino and a resident of the Philippines for 10 years. Elamparo welcomes the decision and says COMELEC stood up for the Constitution despite public sentiment. Poe faces 3 other disqualification cases at COMELEC. The Poe camp claims the survey frontrunner is still a candidate until all legal venues are exhausted. U.S. Marine Joseph Scott Pemberton is guilty of homicide for the death of Filipino transgender woman Jennifer Laude. The ruling comes over a year after Laude was found dead in the bathroom of an Olongapo City hotel. The Olongapo Regional Trial Court sentences Pemberton to 6 to 12 years in prison and orders him to pay the Laude family 50,000 pesos in civil damages, 4.32 million pesos in loss of earning capacity, more than 150,000 pesos in reimbursement of funeral expenses, 50,000 pesos in moral damages, and 30,000 pesos in exemplary damages. Laude's relatives say they're disappointed the court issued a homicide ruling and not murder. But they find consolation. Pemberton will be sent to the new Bilibid prisons until Philippine and U.S. officials agree on a permanent venue. The Philippine Supreme Court stops the Commission on Elections from deactivating at least 2.5 million voters who failed to have their biometrics taken for the 2016 elections. Supreme Court spokesman Ted Tez says the temporary restraining order covers the COMELEC's No Bio, No Boto or No Biometrics No Vote policy. The TRO comes after militant group leaders asked the Supreme Court to junk the policy, saying it's unconstitutional. Former Iglesia Ni Cristo Minister Lowell Menorca takes the witness stand at the Court of Appeals, but he's not able to testify. This comes after INC put forward 117 objections to his affidavit. INC lawyers describe it as, quote, more like a scripted melodramatic soap opera, saying that Menorca's statements are based on speculation and hearsay. CA officials recommend INC to just submit a written motion of their objections. Menorca's camp will have 10 days to respond. The Philippine delegation at The Hague warns the tribunal a ruling against Manila will pave the way for China's Berlin Wall of the Sea. Foreign Affairs Secretary Albert Del Rosario says in his words, what is ours, not China's. Del Rosario adds 2015 is the 40th anniversary of Philippine-China relations, saying, quote, it is precisely to preserve that friendship that we initiated this arbitration. The tribunal bars the United States from the proceedings because it did not ratify the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea. The tribunal allows the following countries to watch: Australia, Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. Indonesian investigators say faulty control system and crew action contributed to the crash of AirAsia flight QZ8501. The pilots disengaged to autopilot because of repeated problems. Before they lost control and crashed into the Java Sea. This comes nearly a year after the plane went down during stormy weather in December 2014, killing 162 people.
That's your 6 p.m. wrap. Watch our updates daily at 12 noon and 6 p.m. I'm Maria Ressa. Remember, tomorrow begins today.